Louie, come. Good boy, baby boo. I got the best babies in the whole wide world. They're so good.
Whoever said it's negative to be a nuisance. I told them there's nothing wrong that I'm going to lose it because I know where it's at.
Louie, come. Louie's a good boy, isn't he? Myself mellow, and that sexy young stud of mine up there is calling himself.
Pushed so hard it sprained it.
That would be Northern Mike's up there.
The celebrity, just the type of man you can tell you.
Today is May 3rd.
I know about the love that my saint tints bring. You know, I'm fucking lining up to see me, man. This free.
I have just decided that it's about time I start to attempt to chronicle our days.
Venting through this ventilators.
It's very interesting.
Unless they die in and then they just stares. I get on stage, they just stare.
You can't please all the people all the time. And last night, all those people were at my show. As I was saying, that is Northern Mike's. He's a very, very talented freestyler. The black dog's my baby Boo, and the golden is my baby Jax. They are loving the, quote, homeless life, living on the streets. I've never seen them happier, except baby Jax got a foxtail. Where's over there?
Next time someone asks you for directions, one with 4 fingers goes, yeah, it's over there.
I don't really get that one. Can you explain it? Like, there's 4 different ways you can go, or? I'm kind of slow to joke sometimes. Anyway, so you could say we officially became homeless, like real homeless, on March 5th, when our home burnt down.
quit holidays.
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. And not all drugs are good. Some are great. We like to quote Canadian spots, which are good and oil hits, just for reference.
See, you clean a piece of glass that's hair thin with a sharp ass fucking metal piece. See, do that, Mom? I have a 3-hole punch and stapler.
It's amazing how shy Northern Mike's is to get on stage. He loves to be a center of attention. But our time on the streets are going to make you famous. Make your music real. You're going to be touring and opening for Evidence soon. Or all
Jax
of.
will be jumping on stage right next to his daddy.
Oh well, Jax has to be on stage, right? He's such a show dog. Oh, poor baby. I decided to document our time on the streets finally. When I can get a plug. That is the most difficult part of being homeless. There is very little access to a plug that works. They shut them all off because they don't want us homeless people to use them, I guess. They go out of their way to turn them off if they know you've been using it. So it's difficult to keep anything charged. I'd love to get a real nice camera, like a video camera. We'll see if the universe provides. So where was I? Oh yes, our house, our garage really. We were renting out all of the rooms and living in our van since last June. And our renters burnt down our garage, making hash in a horrible, greedy way. My parents actually own the house, and they're not very happy with me because they think I'm lazy, and that's why I haven't had a job since like 2006. They forget the part about the federal government declaring me too crazy to work in 2007, and they just recently, a few years ago, said that I am now sane enough to work, but now I think I am too sane to work. Anyways, we were renting out the rooms for extra income, living in the van, and on our way down to San Diego when that broke down last October, and we could not afford the tow, or we didn't even know how much it was going to cost to fix, and all sorts of things. So we ended up hitchhiking back up to Santa Rosa, California, where we are, and his stepdad, who raised him actually since he was a baby, lives here, but he does not like. Oh, sorry. He does not like dogs or me, and so we were sneaking in. Oh, Jax, over here, sweetie. We were sneaking in and out of the window in this little 3-bedroom duplex for a couple of weeks, undetected. It was really stressful, though. It's hard getting baby Jax in and out of the window. And then he knocked on the door of his brother's room next door one day, and the dogs barked. They'd been really, really good before then. So we spent quite a few cold nights without a blanket or anything, wherever we could. And things have just really gotten better though. I just wanted to start documenting it. That was way last October. We were still actually getting rent until March, well, February. March they didn't pay, and then and then the garage caught fire. I'm assuming they were using our rent money to buy a bunch of weed to make the hash, and we're planning on paying us Friday, but it burnt on Wednesday. The main one went to jail. If only he had allowed me to actually oversee the whole thing they were doing there. But that's another story. So we have been officially without an income, homeless, or a home, since March 5th. And we have a really interesting life out here, and I really wanted to document it. Jax, over here, sweetie. Over here, sweetie. Are we on the... No worries. Jax has never been happier. He used to play in this creek every day, more than once. And we live on a pond. And he loves water. But he's hurt right now, baby Jax. Oh, maybe when it's a little easier to get down, okay? Because the water where it's running is supposed to be really good for your foot. Okay? He's such a trooper. He's such a good boy. Daddy, he's not doing well, though. Are we back by the park? Oh, sorry, Jax, over here. Over here, Jax. Over here, sweetie. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Over here. Are we on the bike side today or something? Oh, who's this cutie? Oh, baby, let him say hi. Hi. You're adorable. This is where we've been living basically since October. It's really nice here, actually. It's really nice. It's a good compromise for us. I love the country, and he's more comfortable in the city. Car noises make him feel safe. The crickets and the frogs and the birds make me feel safe. It's really pretty, actually. It's a pond. There's a lot more over there. There's like soccer fields, baseball fields. We moved quite a few places in here. Every time we've moved, we've learned a lot. Our first couple places, second place got really, really flooded. Middle of the night, we had to run down to this local, like, little place where there's like a liquor store and like a Thai food restaurant, you know, one of those little plazas. And everything was wet, so we were trying to make the blankets dry with our body heat. Or at least we were out of the rain. And a nice girl came around the corner, and she was able to get us a blanket. That was really nice. And then in the morning we were woken to people saying, could you keep your dogs calm? We want to bring you coffee or this or that. And they let us stay there quite a while. People are really, really kind. They really are. That's the best part of this experience. Oh, look at all the ducks. I love the ducks here. They just had babies. There's some really cute babies going around. And they're not scared of our dogs at all. I think we've been here so long, they know they're safe. But, oh yeah, my friends used to live right back there. Oh well, I'll show you later. We started way over in that corner by the baseball field. Then we moved over to here. And we left our tent up in quite visible view, and no one really bothered it. And then when we would move, for whatever reason, if we left anything, they would we didn't leave it dirty, but if we left a tent for somebody or whatever, just kind of passing it on, they would just leave it there all folded up. It was really, really kind, actually. It wasn't until we moved kind of really in the wide open, there's a little trench over there, kind of a semi-creek, that we just popped the tent right in front of everybody, and an officer visited us one morning, but he was nice and said that we just really had to go. Oh yeah, we went to the island. That's a huge long story, but the officer visited us there, or didn't on the island. He definitely did not visit us on the island. He just yelled over, "How did you get there?" And that I had picked the absolute worst place in the park to camp. My hubby had what we call a whiskey, so he did not want to be around any law enforcement at the moment. And I wondered if I had just hid, if he would even have what would have happened? Would they go get a canoe? What were they going to do? That story is really funny. We got a raft, and it was really fun. We were going around the pond, and we put a tent, and it was pretty well hidden. But it was I think it was February. It was really kind of cold at night, and he was trying to get our mattress over there. He's a mattress magnet. He finds mattresses everywhere, and he put it on the raft, and not too much planning, and ended up the raft got away from him, and he's on the island, and I'm over here. And he was trying to send the raft over to me for some reason. And, the raft had popped. That's what it was. So he fell in again and swam over to the shore, and then wanted me to get on the mattress to go back over, which I thought was crazy, but I did it. And then I was terrified of falling in, so of course we did. And I was screaming bloody murder and telling him how much I hated him, and it was all his fault because I can be a bitch. And so that's probably why the officer visited, because we were pretty well hidden. That was the middle of the night. Aren't those ducks beautiful? Most officers are actually rather nice to us. One can be a bit of a jerk, but that's his prerogative, I suppose. The last encounter made me wonder about the whole no name thing, because my older friend Barbara refused to give him a name. We were washing our clothes out in the sink over by the bathrooms, and he accused us he said we couldn't do that we were wasting water, that we're not allowed to camp here, that no one wants to see our clothes or something, and he wanted to know her name, and she wouldn't give it to him, and he kept saying he knew her, and that he could arrest her for it. And I asked him, I said, "Is that true? Can you really arrest the person for not giving your name?" And he said something about, well, if I have to issue a citation, I need a name. But he ended up not doing anything to her, even though I've been in situations before where the way she was acting, I was sure she was going to be thrown on the pavement pretty quick and locked in a cage soon. But she refused to give him a name, and he stayed right there and pretty much followed us out of the park, even though she kept dropping things. And then we stopped to talk to some people we knew with a dog, and he was just sitting there in his SUV glaring at us. So who knows? I'm really interested in this no name business, where if you don't give somebody a name, if you have no name, they have no jurisdiction over you, because your name is really a corporation, and using it is a fraud. It's a corporation copyrighted by the Crown. Another long story. So I feel like I should catch up. Would you like to say anything about our old place over here? Is there somebody there? We lived over here for a while. Called it the mansion. Oh, thank you. Does that mean it's not recording right?